and welcome here. Come on in. This is my 500 square foot minimalist apartment that is actually a loft that's been converted in an old factory building. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit, and I live here with my husband Dan. So obviously, as you've noticed, when you first walk in the door, we're right here in the kitchen. It's kind of a galley kitchen style. We've got very high ceilings here, which is an awesome benefit of the factory conversion. So all of the units in this building have these really high ceilings and a sort of open concept. As you look around, you can see some of the original features like pillars and that kind of thing that are original from the factory. Anyway, welcome to our kitchen. It's small but mighty. I feel like we actually have a lot of storage in here. And when we first moved in here, all of these cupboards were kind of dark brown, like wood look with different hardware, and we painted everything white and gave it some new hardware, which I think really made it a little bit more modern and bright and opened up the space a bit. When you look along the top of our cabinets, it obviously does not look the most organized, but having the high ceilings and these cabinets kind of allow us to have a little bit of extra storage. So you'll notice that I have tried to organize things in baskets a little bit. Down at the end of the kitchen, we get to my little coffee nook or like hot drinks nook where I've got my milk frother and the kettle and such. And from the coffee station, we transition directly into my office. So follow me. Oh look, we're in the office now. This is where I do all of my work for my YouTube channel, obviously, and also my social media marketing agency that is completely remote. So you can catch me here most days having video calls with my team members and working on stuff for clients. This is actually a standing desk from Ikea, though I very rarely actually put it in standing mode because I'm lazy. But I've got everything that I need here: my laptop, my notebook, a jug of water, and of course, these balloons celebrating 100K on YouTube. Obviously, these guys are not always here, but I did just recently pass 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, so these balloons have survived actually a surprising amount of time. So thanks for subscribing. Another fun thing is this shelf that I installed completely by myself. It's just from Ikea, but I hung it up with drywall anchors, and now I can display my lovely 1,000 helmets, which I love, and some succulents that are actually still leftover table centers from our wedding, which was almost 3 years ago. Skipping over to the other side of the apartment, we have our dining room, which is just immediately across from the office. We've just got this table that my mom actually thrifted and painted the top white for us so it would match our sort of minimal aesthetic. And then we've got chairs that are also thrifted from a different source. And you know, we sit here to play board games. Sometimes we even sit here to eat dinner. It's just a nice little table area. And we have some map decor and some plants, of course. Right here next to our dining room is our laundry room. It's a closet that has in-unit washer and dryer, which is nice. And this is also where we keep all of our coats and shoes and that kind of thing. But it's very messy, and to be completely H, I threw a bunch of stuff in there so you wouldn't see it around the house while we do this tour. So we're not gonna go in there, we'll just move on. So before we get onto the rest of the living area, let's skip back and I will show you our bathroom. Welcome to our bathroom. It's really nothing special, just a small standard condo bathroom. But the thing that I did want to point out is I actually gave this bathroom a little bit of a facelift because when we first moved in, I really was not a huge fan of the tile on the floor or in the shower or really the vanity at all. So I actually painted the vanity to be dark gray, added some new hardware, and then I put marble contact paper over the countertop. So if you look closely, you can definitely tell like it's fake as can be, but makes it look a little bit cuter. I also painted the floor in this like triangle pattern. It took me several days and many podcasts were listened to during that time, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I just feel like the whole space is a little bit more fresh and modern than the old bathroom aesthetic because this factory building was actually converted into condos in like 2006. And so all the finishes in this unit when we moved in were very like early to mid 2000s. So I feel like this gave it a little bit of an update. And I also painted the tiles in the shower to just be plain gray. They were sort of a like brownish kind of marble before. So that's been updated, and yeah, overall, I really like how the bathroom looks now. I do think that at some point, if we were gonna do some more updates on the condo, I might redo the bathroom. But for now, it definitely works. We've obviously added this little shelf here, which is great for storage, and I've got my whole collection of The Ordinary products and the rest of my skincare stuff there. But yeah, otherwise, that is the bathroom. Why don't we continue on, and I will show you our living area. Welcome to our living room. Obviously just a continuation of the rest of the space. Here we have our sort of entertainment center. We also have what I like to call our toy box, but it's really just a chest that's filled with board games, and we normally have our plants sitting on top of it. Speaking of plants, I feel like now would be a good time to give you a little bit of a mini plant tour, because that is definitely one of the main features of our apartment. So we have this kind of 3/4 wall between the bedroom and the living area. So it is a loft, it's all open in the ceiling area, but it does give us a great ledge to set a bunch of our plants on. So obviously, as you can see, we have some plants that have really thrived in here, I think because we have such big windows, so a ton of natural light is always coming in. This pothos was a lot smaller when we bought him, and now he's grown to actually be longer than the wall itself, and so we stretched him all across in front of the TV. This is a philodendron that's here. Obviously, we've got our snake plant, our fiddle leaf fig tree, and we also have a huge fern sitting on top of the wall and a Hoya plant as well. So let's flip around and look at the other side, which is everybody's favorite Ikea pullout couch. I feel like if you've watched any apartment tours on YouTube made by like 20-somethings, then you've definitely seen this couch before. It's a classic. There's lots of storage inside the chaise section, and you can pull it out to turn it into a queen size bed if you want to. Mostly we just use that pull out feature for movie nights and relaxing while we watch TV. But it's a great couch. It is definitely affordable and very functional, so highly recommend. Another really cool feature of our apartment are our hanging plants, which are up on this wall. So the neat thing about this is we installed this ourselves with like pulleys and like macrame kind of string. And basically it allows us to hang the plants as high as we want or as low as we want. So if I just unhook this, I can show you that we can raise and lower our plants, which is great for being able to water them. But the other really neat feature of this is we actually built this to be sort of multifunctional. So if I lowered this all the way down, I could actually take my plant off of this carabiner here and then attach to it my photo backdrop paper, and basically I can convert this entire section of the apartment into a photo and video studio. Obviously you can tell that we love our plants, and we also love taking advantage of the height in our space. Another fun thing, which I think takes advantage of the height very well, is our hammock chair. This was something that when we moved from an apartment where we were renting into a condo that we purchased and I knew we could actually make modifications, I was like, I really want to have a hammock chair because I just think it's so cute and fun. And it's nice because it doesn't take up a ton of floor space. It doesn't have a huge footprint, but it adds extra seating, and it's just a really cute and fun feature. So yeah, that is our hammock swing. Next up, let's head into the bedroom. Welcome to our bedroom slash home office. Right here at the edge of the room is Dan's desk setup. So this is where he works from home. And this desk is just right up against his Ikea dresser, which we have right up against our window and the windowsill. So it's kind of a nice view out from Dan's desk. And then right over here is just our bed that is also on an Ikea bed frame that has drawer storage underneath, which is really nice because obviously in a small space like this, you want to use up whatever storage potential you have. This art installation, if we want to call it that, behind me is something that Dan and I made together just by purchasing some plywood, cutting out the hexagon shapes, and then painting some like abstract shapes onto it. I think it's fun. Beforehand, we just had this big gray wall and was pretty much blank, and I think that this has really filled it out and given some more warmth and color to the space. And then when we actually created this artwork, we also got a new like bedspread and new pillowcases and stuff. And I just think it warms it up a little bit because, as you've probably noticed, the majority of our home is gray and white, and I think this just brings a little bit more color into it. So yeah, this is kind of Dan's side of the room. Now I'll show you mine. This is my dresser. I also have my guitar hung up here on the wall, which was always something that I kind of wanted to do because I think it kind of adds a bit of decor and it's also a good storage spot. I mounted that completely by myself, which I feel proud of. Also, we have our little pathos just hanging out here that's come down the other side of the wall. And otherwise, we just have a sort of walk-in, step-in closet situation over here. It's very messy and not very exciting, but the one neat thing about the closet is one of the original cement pillars is in the back corner there. So just another reminder that this is an old converted factory, which is kind of cool. I have this photo here of us on our wedding day. This is a little window box that Dan made for me, and it has our engagement rings in it because we both had wooden engagement rings that I actually purchased for us. Because fun fact, I proposed, if you didn't know that. So we have our engagement rings here with a photo from our wedding and lots of lotions and other stuff that I should use more often, but I always forget. Overall, I feel like we've made a lot of modifications. We put in a new floor in here, we repainted everything. I redid the bathroom sort of on a surface level, and we added new lighting. And I really think that we have made this place our home since we bought it just over a year ago. And that's our apartment. It's small, but we make it work. The two of us both obviously live here and also work from home here full time. So we're here 24/7. And even though it's small, we really love it. I feel like it's the perfect place for us to get started as homeowners. We've got to make a lot of modifications and make it our own. And the small space kind of encourages us to continue to be conscious and intentional about what we buy, and we try to stay as minimalist as possible. So thanks for watching this apartment tour. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you subscribe if you want to keep seeing more social media marketing and lifestyle videos from me in the future. If you're interested in seeing some more apartment tours, I have this one from the last place that we lived, which you might want to check out. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are having adventures and following your dreams, and I will see you over in this video. Okay, bye.